Hey, what's up everyone? This is Silver Slayer. Thank you for tuning into this video. Now, this is gonna sound crazy. It might be shocking to some, but just because you invest your money does not mean you're gonna make money. Just because you buy silver does not mean you're gonna make money off of that silver. You have to strategize. You have to buy at the right times, sell at the right times, hold on to those coins for the right periods of time. It's a lot of luck, but there's also a lot of skill. There's a lot of strategy that goes into this. That's why we call it a silver stacking strategy. Now, I hope in this video you take this serious, because anyone who's just blindly buying silver, just hoping those coins are going to appreciate, you're investing at a very risky pace. And I say that because if you're buying all American Eagles and you're paying $30 an ounce right now, let's say you buy 100 American Eagles at $30 an ounce, and you're looking to sell in 5 to 10 years. In 5 to 10 years, if silver hasn't appreciated, to $40, if silver's still $30 an ounce, then you've literally made $0. You probably lose money because reselling those coins, paying for the eBay fees, the shipping fees, PayPal fees, you're probably most likely going to lose money and a lot of time and energy. See, you don't want to blindly go into this. There's a lot of money to be made. There's a lot of opportunity with precious metals, right? There's unique advantages that gold and silver have that no other investment have, which does make it a safer and smarter alternative. And I say that because silver is literally money. So when you're buying gold and silver, at least you're transferring your fiat money into something that has intrinsic value, which is also considered money. When you're investing into other things like stocks or Pokemon cards or whatever the case is, that can go down the drain fast. So gold and silver do have a unique advantage, but that doesn't mean that you have a free pass. You can still get burnt. I've seen a lot of people get burnt, and you can still lose a lot of money. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Before we jump into this video, make sure to smash the like button, subscribe if you're new. I post daily videos every single day, giving you the newest, latest, freshest, most up-to-date, recent information in the world of precious metals. So let's jump into it. When I first started stacking, right, back about 8 years ago, I didn't have a clue what I was doing, right? I just knew I wanted to start investing. I saw the benefits with silver. I thought it was cool. I loved the artwork. I thought it would be cool to have like a treasure like, type of investment. And because you can hold your coins, you can play with it, you can throw it all in a treasure chest and act like a pirate, whatever you want, right? Most investments you don't get that opportunity, especially when we're talking about expensive ones, right? We're not just talking about buying some Pokemon cards down the street from your local gift shop. We're talking about real money here. And it's interesting that something that has, or you can invest so much money into, you can still treat it as almost like a fun hobby or almost like a toy. So it is unique. It's very unique in many different ways. But just because it is unique, just because it can be fun, does not mean it is to be taken lightly. There's a lot of money on the line. There's a lot of money on the line here. And I hope you understand this, because over time, yes, spending $20 a month, $100 a month or whatever may not seem like very much, but over time that adds up. And think about this, it might be, you might have 5 or 6 ounces to your name right now, and that's only worth 150 whatever dollars. But think about this, that's only right now how much it's worth. In 10, 20 years, that number could be drastically different. So you have to treat your silver as it's even more valuable than it really is, because it is. If you have 1 ounce of silver in your hand right now, that ounce of silver isn't worth $30 right now. Literally right now it is, but I assure you, in 25 years, that number is going to be drastically larger. So you don't want to treat it like it's cheap. You don't want to treat it like, oh, it's only $30 anyways. You got to understand the true value of silver before you really start stacking. That's the point. That's the reason I'm making this point, is because once you understand silver's true value, then you can start wrapping your head around which direction you want to go, which types of silver you're going to buy, and also how long you're going to hold on to it. These are all things I had no idea I would be getting into. I had no clue it even existed when I started stacking. So, what happened? I made bad decisions. I made bad stacking choices. I bought silver that wasn't going to be profitable. I lost a lot of money in the beginning, but I learned from it. And that's another direction I want to take this video, in the second half of the video, is learning from your mistakes. I'll share a couple mistakes I made, I learned from, because with any investment, especially when there's large money or lots of transactions, lots of choices, lots of decision making, there's going to be mistakes. But I don't really call them mistakes. I just call them learning opportunities or room for growth. Because every time I make a mistake, I can learn from it, and then I can share it on this channel and hopefully help someone else not make the same mistake. So anytime something does happen where I can learn a teachable moment, I can flip it into a positive and make my channel, my content more higher quality, right? So if you can do that, you will be a successful investor. Patience, balance, budgeting, 3 words that every investor needs to have. Another 3 words on the flip side: fear, uncertainty, and doubt. That's called FUD. I made a video a couple days ago talking about this. It's so easy to get wrapped around in this. So easy to get caught up in that fear-like mind state, especially when prices are lower, when upper hands, bigger banks are talking about gold and silver in a negative spotlight, which of course they are. It's a threat to the US dollar. But sometimes you just have to understand the value, block out all the noise, and remember why you stack silver. Get back to the basics. I've had to do this several times on this channel, and not only from silver, but even my content. Sometimes I got to get back to the roots. There's been a couple different times on this channel where I've just kind of got distracted, went to left field, and took this channel at a place I didn't really feel happy about. And I've learned from that, just like I do with silver, and flip it to make better quality content. Now, if you're thinking about your stacking strategy right now, are you thinking about it from a negative way or a positive way? Are you thinking like, man, there's a lot of stuff I'm missing, my stack's out of balance? And there's no wrong answer. There's no right or wrong answer. Because if you are looking at it, trying to see or figure out, what you're missing, or maybe some different types of coins you want to start looking into, or different types of silver, maybe even the gold, then at least you're preparing yourself. The thing that scares me is the person that doesn't even think about it, that's closed-minded, that says, oh, I'm going to stack American Eagles for the rest of my life and not touch another type of silver because, blah, blah, and they have all the reasons. Now, I'm not trying to say that they can't do that, right? But the scary part about it's not the choice of the actual silver they're buying, but it's the perspective, the mind state they have on the market. That's the scary part. If you want to just stack American Eagles, then go for it. But if you're doing it from almost I can't even think of the word, like a I got you, or just a mean context, or alter, you have another perspective that you're trying to shift, or to block out other people that you don't agree with just to say I told you so, or I'll show you. That's not healthy, and it's not going to make your stack any more profitable. There's going to be a lot of disagreements. Anytime there's a lot of different, when there's a lot of money on the line, when there's a lot of different things you can choose from, there's going to be disagreements. Some people like certain types of silver, and that's totally fine. Some people have less silver than you, more silver than you, have a different financial income, like different types of silver, have a different exit strategy, bought in, started getting into the market at different prices. So it really is individual. So you can't really argue with someone and say, well, this is the best way to do it, not this way. Because maybe for that person, that is the best way, and maybe for you, yours is the best way. So don't try to get too tangled up into into the nonsense, the noise. I used to read all the negative comments on my channel and break them down in my head, and I would respond, and it was very, very unprofessional, and it actually made me start not wanting to make videos, right? It got to that point. So I just try to look at positivity, remember, stay true to myself, and remember where I'm trying to take my journey, my stacking journey. And since I have an audience, it is a little different because I have to come from a different approach, right? Because I guess I'm an influencer, a content creator, an influencer, so I have to be, responsible on that note. And that's what I love, though. That's why it's so easy to make videos every single day. People say, how do you make videos every single day? Two, and not just one video every single day, multiple, 2, 3 videos a day. Well, when you're doing what you love, it's extremely easy. See, if I didn't love silver, if I didn't love talking to you guys on a daily basis, if I didn't love that, it would be extremely hard to do this. Come up with 2 to 3 video ideas per day, every day. Even for doing that for a month, people would get burnt out. You'd run out of ideas. But for me, I love it. It's almost like it's not like, oh, I have to do this. I get to make 2 videos a day because this is my full-time job now. And it's so easy to think of video ideas. All I have to do is think about what I've been thinking about in the precious metals world, because it's not like I just step into my computer and I'm like, okay, now talk about silver. I'm thinking about silver all day long in my head, reading articles and things that kind of pop up in my head that day. That's what I'll make a video on, right? Maybe a comment I read or a conversation I'm having with one of you guys sparks a good topic, and I go from there. So I hope you have the same passion. If you don't, you can still look at this strictly from a numbers game. You can still make a lot of money and not give a crap about silver or have any sentimental value. I do. I fall on the line of a little bit of a collector, and just looking at silver for its metal content, and that's perfectly fine. You can be an extremist on either end. You could say, I'm buying silver because I love it. I'm never going to sell any of it. It's not about the money. I love the coins. I love the artwork. Or you could be on the other side and say, I don't care. I don't give a crap who made it, how many are minted. I don't care. I'm in this for the money. Or you could be in the middle like me. It doesn't matter. The whole point is that you're trying to make money from this, right? And even as the person that has a lot of coins, like I just showed my PF70, my 2016 PF70 Ultra Cameo Moon Festival Panda, and that's a coin I'm never gonna sell, right? That stuff like that I'm never gonna sell. It's too dear to my heart, right? It was my channel logo for several years. That's what a lot of people knew me by. It's the first big purchase I made in silver. It's the first coin that really made me some money. It's beautiful, mintage of 5,000. I love it. I'll never sell it. So I can get, even if I would make money off that, I'm not going to sell it. See, you can make money off of a lot of your stack, but if you don't want to let stuff go, don't let it go, right? It's up to you. So I hope you can kind of apply this to yourself, kind of get a different perspective, a deeper insight on your stack, right? Is your stack healthy? Is it balanced? Where are you going to take your stack? What did you do this year that you want to, I guess, upgrade or get better on or polish? Next year, what are some goals? To get your mind thinking about this stuff, because the more you think about this, the more prepared you are, the better results you're going to get compared to someone who just buys silver and doesn't think anything about it. I don't want that happening with you guys. That's why I make so many videos and try to I ask you questions. I try to engage your mind to think about your own stack, because that's subliminally making you I prepare. I'm almost making you think about your stacking strategy, and I'm helping you organize your stacking strategy while you're watching my video without even saying it, right? I'm that good. I'm that good. I'm kidding. But I don't know. I thought this was a cool topic because it is a little different. There's a lot of drama, chaos, especially with silver prices pretty low. So I just wanted to make a different type of video. And right now, when it's these times when so many people are skeptical or not really on board, that's when you have to buckle down and remember the most that about silver's true value. It's easy to remember silver's valuable when the prices are skyrocketing because the proof is in the pudding. It's harder when times are difficult, when everyone's doubting you. But that does not break you. You have to remember the true value. You have to remember these people are missing out on an extremely low silver price because they're not looking at the bigger picture, right? You got to come at from at that perspective, that mindset, or you're gonna live an extremely stressful life, and silver stacking wouldn't even be worth it. Even if you did make money, it wouldn't even be worth the stress that you'd be putting on yourself trying to figure out on a day-to-day basis what to do and all that. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you thought this video was educational, informational, or at least just entertaining, make sure to smash the like button. Subscribe if you're new. I post daily videos. This was Silver Slayer. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.